Step 1 in building a schedule is all about your sleep and wake up time. Setting this consistent is already one entire step of the 3 that I'm gonna teach you. So having a consistent sleep routine is key for every single routine and schedule out there. Because from the point you know what time you're gonna wake up, what time you're gonna go to sleep, then you can start building the blocks in between these things. Then you're gonna be able to see how much time you're able to have throughout your day. But step 2 is choosing what you're gonna do. Choosing less is superior to choosing more. Choosing less categories is way superior to choosing more categories to work upon. So some examples for categories are stuff like mental health, exercise, YouTube, learning, school. These are all different categories. Gardening, language learning. These things are all examples of different categories you might employ. Choosing less, as I said, is way superior to choosing more. If you can choose less than me, your success is just gonna be like faster. So mine are mental health. You got like daily activities like sleep. It's like sleep and like eating and brushing your teeth. Like daily activities, right? Exercise, YouTube, learning, and then school. These are my activities. These are my categories of things that I can do throughout the day, right? And then you're gonna order them from most ROI, most difficult, most like purposeful, to less difficult, less ROI, maybe even less purposeful, right? So my list is exercise, which is my most purposeful, most goal-orientated category I can work upon. So number 1 is exercise for me. Then it's YouTube, recording these videos and spreading this information, YouTube. Then school, working on school, because school is not like particularly ROI, but it is hard to start working upon, especially later in the day when I'm pushing it off. So this is quite hard to start working upon, so I was setting it on point 3. Then 4 is like learning and like reading books, watching YouTube videos or podcasts. 5, mental health. It's like journaling, reading some like fiction, like calming down, like meditation and stuff, right? It's not particularly that ROI. It's a little bit more chill. It doesn't require a lot of mental effort to do these things. Maybe meditation, but like journaling and reading fiction is not all that like difficult for the brain to handle. And then it's like your daily activities, like eating. Like that's pretty much like already being wanted by the dopamine system. Like you automatically want and crave food and these kind of daily activity things, right? Now, step 3 is about scaling them into your day. When you're gonna do them. So this comes to my eating the frog principle. If you haven't watched my video upon eating the frog, you could probably do that afterwards. I'll probably link it down in the description. But eating the frog, it implies that you have like a dinner, right? You have like a delicious dinner. And you need to eat the frog during that dinner. Now, the smart big brains will eat that frog first, then brush the bad taste away with the dinner, and then brush the last little bits of the frog away with the dessert, and having a delicious dessert taste in your mouth, right? Now, the dopamine crackheads will first do the dessert, then the dinner, and then they will eat the frog, and then they will be like, oh damn, now I have a bad taste in my mouth. How will that be? So we're gonna follow the big brain, guys. We're gonna first eat the frog, and the dinner, and then the dessert. But in a schedule, in a daily schedule. So you need to figure out what of these categories are your eat the frog categories. What of these categories are the most hard, most challenging, most purposeful, most meaningful, most ROI of them all. And these are, you're gonna rank them as eat the frog, dinner, or dessert. So my rankings are for eating the frog, it's exercise, YouTube, and school. That's my eat the frogs. And my dinner is learning and my daily activities, right? And my dessert is my mental health and like playing music. It's a little bit in that, right? A little bit. These are mine, but you're probably gonna be different, and that's good as well. If you can have less categories, again, be sure to have less categories than me if you can. But these are just like my categories that I don't want to neglect. So now that you got eat the frog, your dinner, and your dessert, you're gonna focus only on your eat the frog in the morning time. For example, if you wake up at 6 a.m., you're gonna work on these eat the frog tasks till it's like dinner time. Just like lunchtime. Then from lunch to like dinner-ish, maybe a little bit earlier, you're gonna work on your dinner tasks. And then from like 5 p.m., something like that, to your sleep time, you're gonna work on your dessert tasks. All right? Now, a very good point is your eating time, your eating windows. So, your eating windows are quite important because when you have food in your stomach, your focus is dropped. And you will notice this the first couple of times that you will work upon it. You'll probably notice that your focus will be dropped significantly after you eat and are fasted. So the first time you try fasting a little bit, you will notice that your focus will be like increasingly good and increasingly like sharp. And from the point you have a meal, your focus will drop and you will feel it in your head, right? You will feel the focus sort of drop. So fasting a little bit is actually very much recommended for focus. Now, you cannot fast that long because else you will kind of starve, right? So what I recommend you do is the first couple of hours on your day, you do your ROI tasks, like your eat the frog tasks, or at least like the most important eat the frog tasks, and then you eat, and then you do a little bit less important eat the frog tasks, so that your most important eat the frog tasks are already done. The things that you have little to none motivation to do, you do them before you eat, and after you eat, you do the ones that your motivation kind of craves upon. So for example, I do my workout, I make one YouTube video, and I work a little bit for school before my eating, and then after I eat, I work on my exercise again, and a little bit for school, but a little bit more of a fun thing for school. So this is a lot more like handy for people that don't want to fast for like 8 hours after they wake up, but a little bit is already enough to see a lot of change in your life. Alright, now that you have this down, the only thing I want you to be sure upon is to not eat right before you go to sleep. Not eat right before you go to sleep is very important so that you can go to sleep without your stomach needing to work a lot. And this will also increase your fast afterwards in the next day. So it's just something to bear in mind that you don't want to eat very much like right before you go to sleep, because that will just decrease how fasted you are after you wake up the next day. And this will kind of decrease your sharpness for the next day, all right? So that's how you build a schedule from 0 to 100. And yeah, I hope this will help you. If you don't know every single step anymore, there are 3 steps. Step 1 is your sleep schedule. Step 2 is your tasks, your categories of tasks, right? And then it's when you're gonna do these tasks, right? So it's the frog, the dinner, and the dessert. If you have all of these 3 of these tasks, or like all these 3 steps down, your routine will be amazing. Just for reference, this is my routine. I will pop it onto the screen. You can copy it if you want, but be sure to change it if you have a little bit of a different focus in your life. All right? Till next time, guys.